Imagine making millions of dollars by simply playing Roblox.
Nope, stop the video. That's literally impossible.
Are you sure about that?
That's just one of the few who turned their love for Roblox into billions of Robux, the largest games on the planet, real historical moments, and more. But to find out how they did this, we need to dive into their full stories one by one, beginning with Stickmaster Luke. Upon joining Roblox, Luke was your average 14-year-old kid playing games and having fun. But he wasn't happy being just a player. He wanted to make a game go big. His main goal of this was not just to get rich, but to also prove that with enough passion, you can bring a whole community together. Except, the odds of this happening were close to zero. We're talking about 2007. To give you a sense of this, here's an average game from our time. That was epic. How do you even make that? And compare that to one from Luke's time. What even is that? With nothing to work with, maybe his dream was already dead. But if you truly want to achieve your goals, you should never be afraid to take that first step. Welcome to the Underground War. Even with nothing, Luke tried his best. Despite its flaws, players somehow found joy out of terrorizing other players, which led to the game reaching a couple thousand visits.
This kid is going places.
Although it's not much, this was amazing for Luke, cause the thing is, Roblox back then paid you virtual money whenever someone joins your game. So instead of relaxing, Luke grinded out a butt ton of games in the following years, getting more players and more money from his fun, simple ideas, as well as showing them off on YouTube, which clearly worked. His original ideas sparked some of the most well-known Roblox players, so obviously he deserves some amount of fortune. But even with this money, he can easily lose it all if he didn't spend it wisely. No way you're spending all that Robux on one single hat. In hindsight, this may seem like a dumb move, but you'll see why it's genius. But to make the money back, Luke worked really hard on his games, making each one better than the last. But rather than making them flashy like modern games, he focused on making them replayable, meaning you can play them again and again and again without getting bored. This led to him reaching 10 million visits, meeting actual Roblox admins, and most importantly, buying a bunch of hats for some reason. But this would all change on one fateful day. It's 2011 and Luke got a message from a special person. Roblox himself?
I noticed your games are getting so much love from the community. Why not come work here?
Wait, this has to be fake. No way a child can work for Roblox, right?
We caught up with Luke Weber, Roblox's newest employee.
And all while being an 18-year-old kid.
Most of my friends are like flipping burgers and stuff like that, and I feel kind of bad for them because I actually got this opportunity for this great job and everything.
With this amount of power, he can easily abuse it when things don't go his way. But no, he stayed true to himself and kept learning how to develop. Thanks to this, he made even more Robux by selling his own items. But just as you thought he couldn't get richer, one of his oldest games randomly blew up. You may be wondering how a game this basic blew up 4 years later. Well, the answer is in the gameplay. Welcome to NDS. You spawn on this platform, get drafted to this island, and a random disaster is chosen to annihilate you and everyone you love. A bit repetitive, right? I mean, the game itself had a lot of glitches and didn't even update much, so you may think it'll die out. That guy is screwed. But these imperfections added to the randomness and funny moments made in the game. This is exactly what players wanted. The true magic of this game is that everything is completely random. You don't know what to expect, which makes it really replayable. But with the entire community at his fingertips, Luke needed to play his cards right. To prevent the game from getting boring, he added a multi-disaster machine. This allowed rich people to bring hell down to earth, spicing up the game. But even with an update schedule worse than mine, the game still made a ton of money from players paying to win, and I'm definitely not one of them. But even still, this wasn't Luke's biggest flow of Robux.
That is cap.
That would be the Hatsy bot. Back then, they were a lot cheaper, costing a few hundred Robux. But as time went by, the price of the hats, especially his Dominus, rose to millions, making him even wealthier. But despite the success, Luke remained humble and continued to help with huge events and kept his game simple, causing them to thrive. But even with billions of visits, the second most valuable account, and a fat pay from Roblox, there's far more impressive millionaires in our community. Unlike Luke, Snicktrix joined a lot later in time. He wanted to spice up Roblox cause the games were getting stale. Although we had more players, we also had higher competition and higher standards for games. Oh yeah, and game visits no longer convert into Robux. But unlike most devs, Snicktrix did have experience with Minecraft servers and even made a cute Roblox farm game, which didn't get much, but combining these two ideas, he spent months working on a project that can fail or change his life forever. Most devs back then would create the same kind of game over and over and over, but Snicktrix took the risk of creating Minecraft-themed Roblox games, the first being Skyblock. You spawn on this tiny island, and use what little you have to make something great. Despite the effort, Minecraft clones usually fail, so Skyblock started off slow. Never mind. Maybe it wasn't so bad to make something different, but Snicktrix was shocked at how fast his game blew up. Perhaps it was the great game mechanics or the progressive nature, but players started playing and money started flowing.
Minecraft actually costs money, but on this game you essentially get the exact same experience without having to pay any sort of money whatsoever.
This means that everyone can play it. More players, more money. But to keep the game afloat, the updates had to be creative.
And it could be the next big thing on Roblox.
This is unoriginal and disrespectful.
That's a bit of a stretch.
Roblox moderators should ban this game forever.
No way people agree with this.
This game keeps copying Minecraft.
Imagine copying Minecraft.
Copy of Minecraft Sky.
Copy of Minecraft. Y'all stupid for playing a copy of Minecraft.
Okay, but this won't affect the game itself, right? Skyblock was all of a sudden gone. Players complained that they stole from Minecraft, so Roblox shut it down. With his biggest project dead, it seemed like Snicktrix will give up on his goal. But as a last-ditch resort, they changed the name from Skyblock to Islands, praying the ban would be lifted.
Back in business.
Using this second chance, he needed to play his cards right. With a whole website full of ideas, the team knew exactly what fans wanted.
What if we made it so players can visit other islands?
With better updates and better things to build in your island, players spend more time and money grinding out their base, leading to amazing creations bringing attention to the game. With everyone being obsessed with making the best base possible, you may think their game will never die out. But right as the new year started, they made the worst possible update. Since the game had so much content, players easily found ways to dupe items. This made everything less valuable, meaning less people will spend money on the game. To fix this, the devs wiped everyone's money and items. Players went ballistic, but can you really blame them? Imagine losing something valuable just because someone else broke rules. This led to many players quitting, and on top of all of that, the game got way too complicated with all these new items. With all this going on, you may think the team will call it quits. But instead of seeing this as a bad thing, Snicktrix saw this as a chance to make something new and great. With the knowledge, money, and attention he got from Islands, he spent months on a new game with the goal of getting emotions out of people. And that game was Roblox Bed Wars. Unlike Islands, Bed Wars was a lot more competitive, cause instead of building and farming, you spawn on an island with infinite lives. If your bed breaks, you have 1 life left. Last team standing wins. Snicktrix had a lot of faith in the idea, so they slowly drifted away from Islands to focus completely on Bed Wars. But with that as their main source of money, they better not mess it up. First up, Snicktrix knew Bedwars copied Minecraft, so to avoid getting banned again, he spiced it up by adding a bunch of kits, each helping you win in-game. Since players were competitive, they spent millions of Robux on them. The devs get money and players have fun. It's a win-win. But there's still one issue. Kits cost Robux, so not everyone can use them. To fix this, he added a battle pass. By grinding the game long enough, you can unlock kits for free. But some players spent 15k Robux to instantly complete the battle pass. Hopefully this won't cause any problems. And on top of all of that, the team added enchants, which made the game even more insane. You see, if you want to win in this game, you need as much loot as possible to buy OP stuff. But players found ways to combine kits and enchants to completely break the game.